What's up, everybody? Simon here. In this video, I wanted to go ahead and talk about the blueprint or your blueprint and why it is so essential to you being happy, successful as an individual, an entrepreneur, or just a person in that matter where you want something more, something better for yourself, or maybe you're kind of upset with where you are in this given time in your life. So we're going to discuss what the blueprint is, what it is all about, and whether or not you could change your blueprint to match your ideas of what you should have for your life. So before I get into this video and talk about the blueprint, why it's essential to you or why it's essential to your business success and individual growth, happiness, etc., hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel, because in my blueprint, I want to get to 100,000 followers and I need your help with that. And if I don't, I'm going to be sad. Anyway, let's get into this video. So the blueprint, it is something you set out for yourself. It's basically like a architectural design of your life in your mind, or layout of how things should be or what they should be at a certain age of your life, what you should have, what you should want, whether it's love, money, cars, jewelry, nice watches, whatever it is that you desire, that your mind thinks is good for you or beneficial, that will make you happy. That's really the blueprint. It could be a layout. You want to be a family man by 25 with 2 homes, a Rolls Royce or Bentley, a Rolex watch, and a boy and a girl as kids, etc. So that's a blueprint. So if you don't meet that blueprint of what you have set in your mind, you're going to be upset by the age of 25. And if you don't adjust that blueprint to say, okay, that goal has to be by the age of 30, you're going to be very sad or upset or even depressed. And that's what the blueprint is. It's what you have set in your mind as to where you want to be at a certain time in your life. And that's what you have to meet to be happy or successful or just in the right mind state. So the blueprint is essential. I personally have a very big blueprint, and I often have to correct my blueprint because it can bring me down if I don't correct the blueprint. So for example, I had a goal that I would own my first piece of real estate by the age of 25. And yes, I became a homeowner by the age of 25, meeting my blueprint. So when that happened, I was exceptionally ecstatic. I was happy, etc. Then I had my second goal is every 5 years I would buy a home. And by the age of 30, I owned my second piece of real estate. And that was great. And I was happy, exceptional, in a good mind state, etc. The blueprint then changed that I want to buy one home every year. And I did not meet that a certain amount of times or certain amount of years. I am now 38. Don't tell everyone how old I am, but I did not meet that goal. Or even though I have multiple properties, I wasn't buying one every year. So I felt that I was not accomplishing something. So the blueprint can actually bring you down. If, let's say, you have a business and in your blueprint, after running your company for 5 years, you're not doing, say, $5 million a year, which you have set out in your mind. So that's going to bring you down. You're going to think you're not successful, you're not making your goals, etc. So the blueprint has to be adjusted. And for those individuals that can't adjust their blueprints, they tend to be down on themselves. I'll give you a big example. If you are a woman and you wanted to have kids, and all of a sudden in your blueprint you have this big family, 3 kids, a husband that loves you, etc., but you did not have kids and you're now 40 years old, you might be very down on yourself if you don't adjust that blueprint and say, I may have to adopt, or I may have to let go of the fact that I may not be able to have children or grow this family, or I haven't met that individual that I love. So that is what the blueprint is. So whatever you have set in your mind, and whatever you have set in your mind that you should have by a certain amount of time or age, etc., you don't achieve that, it could really drag you down. It could put you into depression, and it could really destroy all of your other goals and dreams that you may have. So it's very important that you understand what the blueprint is and that you adjust it accordingly to meet your current status in life so that you could move on, go forward, and be happy. In business terms, the blueprint is you wanted to start your own business and by the age of 30, and you never did. And now you're 38, and all of a sudden you feel like you passed on this great opportunity in your life. And because you didn't do it then, you feel like you can't do it now, which is not the case, but that's a blueprint. So always make sure you adjust it. Bezos didn't create Amazon until I believe he was 44 years old. So there's always time to make changes, especially in business. As an entrepreneur, you could jump companies, you could create the next big idea, idea at any point in your life, in your 40s, 50s, even 60s. So don't feel bad if you're not in the position or place that you are today. Just make sure that you're doing everything you can to better your life or better your situation going forward tomorrow. Because I mentioned the blueprint so many times in so many different videos, I felt like this is the right video to make for those that need to adjust their own blueprint to make sure that they are happy. So there are ways you can create your own happiness and make adjustments, and I'm going to go into those right now. So the first thing is you got to do what you love. Now, if you don't know what you love to do, that's very difficult, but try out different things. You may love making YouTube videos. You may love selling. You may love being a consultant. You may love being a nurse, etc. So you have to try out all these different things that you may love to do, because when you love your job, everything else becomes easier. If you love talking, create a podcast studio. Who knows, it may grow. If it doesn't make money, at least you tried. And there's nothing better than trying and failing than not trying and regretting not doing it. So find what you love to do. The second thing is Instagram is making everyone compare their life to everyone else. TikTok, Instagram, social media, maybe even your friends in your neighborhood. Or you could have a friend that went to the best college out there and you're young and you went to like a school that is not as highly acclaimed or recognized. Stop comparing. Don't compare yourself to the next individual or the person you don't even know on Instagram. That's not going to make you happy, because they may have more than you. They may have a rich parent. They may have a rich husband, etc. That's lavishing them with all these gifts and luxury items that you feel like you should have, and you're missing out. So do not compare yourself to the next individual. Be thankful for what you have, because God could take it away at any moment. So make sure you don't compare. And that will make you a lot happier. Making a happy list. So make a list. If you're down, and remember all those positive moments in your life, make a list of those moments, write them down. So next time you're feeling down, look at that list and remember all these positive things that are going for you or that have happened for you. Those are essential. So make sure your list contains positive reassurances of why your life is good, and keep the negative thought out of your mind by reading this list and remembering all those positive memories. Have you ever been around downers nonstop, or people telling you can't do it, or it's not worth it, or they're just depressive? Have you ever went into someone's house and felt this negative down energy where you felt like, oh my God, I need to get out of this house? Well, don't be around those individuals. It could be family, it could be friends, but if they're bringing you down, you should not be around those people. You should be around people that bring you up and bring you happiness. For example, I recommend you join a F45. Shout out to Mark Wahlberg for F45. That is a gym where people feel great after they finish their workout. Well, guess what? Those people that feel great are going to be a lot happier. So make friends with people that are working out, that are active, that are happy. That's going to bring your mood up by an exponential level to a place where you're going to be better, where your blueprint will feel better, where you will feel better, and you'll get more things done. You have to adopt a positive mindset. I did make a video on a strong mindset. Check it out on my channel. A positive mindset is just as essential. So make sure you adopt a great mindset where you show gratitude, where you are thankful for everything versus looking at the glass half empty all the time. Reassure yourself with that list. Make sure your mindset recognizes it as well. Listen, doing things for others or being grateful or gift giving makes you feel even better. There are people that have a lot of money. They hoard this money. You can't take it with you to the grave. You still have to take care of your family, but giving back to the community is very important, and it'll put a smile on your face. So whether it's through community service, donations, whatever it may be, feel like you're part of something greater than just your high bank account. No one's going to care at the end of the day that you had more money, and they're going to feel appreciation when you give your time or your money to something that's a good cause, that's going to put a smile on people's faces. If you don't have money, volunteer with kids. Do something where you're a coach in soccer, where you're seeing all these kids smile. I guarantee you that's going to bring so much joy to your life, where you're going to feel even more appreciated than anywhere else. Join groups of other people, individuals that are going to do fun stuff. So you got to create experiences. You got to go ahead and make sure that you're part of a group of individuals that are doing things that are challenging you, whether it's mountain climbing, rock climbing, table tennis, whatever, ping pong, anything that's going to keep you active. It's going to get you out of the house, that you're going to feel you could talk to somebody. Join a group like that and make sure it's a happy group. It could even be wine tasting. You could go out there and have a great time in a wine tasting book club group. One big one is understand your time and value, and understand when you could say no and you don't have the time for this situation. Time is the one thing money cannot buy. Now, even though Jeff Bezos and all the billionaires are investing in anti-aging things because they want to live forever, and I don't see why they wouldn't. Their lives are great on paper. So Time is something you cannot buy. So make sure that you only spend time with the right people and say no to the wrong people. And finally, take time for yourself. Make sure that you can relax, adjust. People need time to be alone as well. Value that time when you're by yourself. It re-energizes you. It's like an iPhone being plugged in. It needs to charge right back up, and so do you. You recharge when you're by yourself, calm, breathing properly, etc., and really understanding where you are in your situation, and that will help. The last thing you need to do is always adjust your blueprint. So if your blueprint is in a space or position where you did not find yourself to be at this age, you have to change it or adjust it. Meaning, set your goals or your visions of your blueprint in a different direction altogether. If you didn't achieve that house by 25, set a goal to have it by 27. If you're not married yet and you're 30, set 31 as the goal and do more to meet somebody. Join a bunch of fun exercise groups, and then maybe you'll get someone that you want to fall in love with there, or you'll meet someone that you want to fall in love with there. So adjust your blueprint. If you don't adjust it, you're going to think that you missed out and you cannot get this goal achieved anymore. A person that does not adjust their blueprint or that does not continue moving forward will always be stuck, depressed, and unhappy. And I hope that will not be you. So I hope you enjoyed this video on blueprints. If you did, hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. As always, comment below what you thought of this video. I appreciate it. Take the time to share some love, hit that like button, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you here in the next video.